NBA season finally. And we've had a lot of injuries, a lot of all-star snubs, a lot of buzzer beaters, and even some 70-point games, which no one would have expected at the first half of the season. But hey, we're here. But if the season ends today, who in the world is going to win the awards? I'm going to be discussing a couple people. I'm going to be discussing the MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Most Improved, Sixth Man of the Year, and the team that is most likely to win the championship in my eyes. Maybe you have a different perspective, maybe not. But I'm going to get started with Sixth Man of the Year. Sixth Man of the Year, in my opinion, right now has to go to Bogdanovich. He's easily been one of the best guys for the Atlanta Hawks so far. He's been the best sixth man in the league this year. He's shooting nearly 40% from three. He's been one of the Hawks' best players as a sixth man, which is crazy. And you can even make the argument that he was in contention for Sixth Man of the Year last season before injuries derailed that entire season for him and the Atlanta Hawks, to be honest with you. Now, hopefully the Hawks can figure it out, or Bogey can land on a contender. But 17-3-3, you will take that from a sixth man any day of the week and twice on Sunday. Now, going over to the Most Improved Player, I know a lot of you are going to be like, this guy's going to choose Jalen Johnson. He's a Hawks fan. Why wouldn't he choose him? You would be wrong. Because while Jalen Johnson has been an amazing player, Tyrese Maxey is by far the most improved player this year. This guy has gone from a 20-point per game third option to an automatic 25, 5 and 5 per night. He's also shooting near 40% from three. He could be averaging 30 on a team if he was more leaned on. You know, he has Joel Embiid, and Joel Embiid's going to be hurt, so it's actually going to be interesting to see what he's able to do without Joel Embiid on the court. But nonetheless, getting back to the point, if this guy was more leaned on, he could be a 30-point per game scorer. He could be a Donovan Mitchell-ish kind of player when it comes to the amount of production. It's going to be interesting to see what he does without Joel Embiid. However, Tyrese is an absolute beast. He is amazing. He's one of the most efficient shooting guards in the NBA. And in my opinion, he should run away with this award, especially if he stays healthy and does not get injured. I don't think a single guy is able to compete. Now, Rookie of the Year, I know that I put out a video the other day saying that Victor Wembanyama was quite possibly the best rookie we've seen in a long time, which is why he's going to win Rookie of the Year, and he's going to win it by a long shot. Sure, it was close between him and Chet at the beginning of the season. I completely understand that. I admit that. I think Chet is an amazing player. He's a great basketball player. But what Victor Wembanyama is doing is straight up historic. This man is averaging over 20 and 10 a game while leading the NBA in blocks on minute restriction as a rookie. His per 36-minute stats are 25, 12, and 4 blocks per game. If this guy was not on minutes restriction, he could definitely be averaging more blocks, more points, more rebounds. This guy could be doing more. He's already putting up 20 and 10 on just 28 minutes per contest. This guy's having one of the best rookie seasons in recent history, and I think over the next couple of years, we're going to see him blossom into one of the greatest players and one of the best players in the NBA, and possibly one of the greatest players of all time. But I don't want to get too hype. I'm just going to say that Wemby is a fantastic rookie and should definitely win the Rookie of the Year award this year so far. Now, as far as the Defensive Player of the Year, I think this one is going to surprise a lot of people. We don't have a candidate that's like really running away with the award. We just have a lot of candidates who are really, really good. But I think this is going to be, I don't know if it's the first time, but it's definitely the first time in my lifetime, the first time I've heard of it. I think Wemby is going to also win Defensive Player of the Year, and it just further exemplifies the ridiculous talent that Victor Wembanyama is. This guy is the NBA's leader in blocks. He's also getting over 1 steal per game, and he also jumps out on the advanced stat sheet. He's top 20 in defensive win shares, block percentage, and defensive rating. This guy is a ridiculous talent. Victor Wembanyama is already one of the most disruptive defensive players in the NBA as a rookie in the league. As a paper-thin 200 and maybe 20-pound big man, he is already one of the best defenders in the league. Bro, if Victor Wembanyama can gain weight and stay healthy, we are going to see somebody who could win maybe 5, 6, 7 Defensive Player of the Year awards. Victor Wembanyama is an insane talent. I think he's going to win Defensive Player of the Year. I think he's deserving of it so far. He's incredibly disruptive. He has the counting stats. He is mobile. He can guard multiple positions. I don't see a reason why he would not win Defensive Player of the Year. Now, I know you have players like Anthony Davis. I know you have players who are very, very impactful in the middle, like Rudy Gobert. But I think what Wemby is doing this year is straight up incredible. And I think as the Spurs get better, more people are going to start to notice the ridiculous talent that Victor Wembanyama is. Now, Getting into the team this season, the team that I think is going to win the title. I know this might be a fairly boring option. A lot of you are going to be like, oh, well, maybe it'll be the Lakers. Maybe it'll be the Clippers. Maybe it'll be a long shot team. Who knows? But guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm picking the basic option. For me, it's the Denver Nuggets. Why wouldn't it be? I know it's been some time since we've had a back-to-back champion, but the Nuggets are cruising this year. They literally look like a juggernaut. They've managed to stay healthy. They might be below some teams right now, but it's clear that their priority is staying healthy for the postseason. Dog, Nikola Jokic and the Nuggets could care less about the regular season right now. They do not care. They say, look, we're going to get our little 50 wins. We're going to get a nice seed in the playoffs, be at home court advantage, and that's what we're going to do. We're going to handle business in the regular season. In the postseason, that's when we're going to get to getting our guys healthy. That's when we're going to get to pursuing a championship. It is clear that the Nuggets have a goal here, and I think that is what makes them primed to win a championship this year while also repeating. I still feel like all around the Nuggets are the best team in the NBA. They didn't really change too much during the offseason. They didn't have to do any glitz and glamour. It's not the big free agency and trade market splash that we're looking for. But what wins in this league in the NBA is consistency. And the Denver Nuggets have been just that. 100% consistent. Now, last but not least, I know the one you guys are all here for. And that would be the MVP. I do understand that our boy Joel Embiid got injured. Averaging 35 and 12, just had a 70-point game. He's going to be out for 4 weeks because he tore his meniscus or something. He had to get knee surgery. It's a whole crazy situation. It really shouldn't happen because the dude shouldn't be forced to play if he can't. But it's just an unfortunate situation. But Nikola Jokic is sure happy about that because that's the guy I think who's going to win MVP this year. The guy's averaging 26, 12, and 9 as a center, by the way. That's not 9. That's 9 assists. Like, 9 assists as a center. 26, 12, and 9 as a center. He is one of the better players on arguably the best team in the league. He's a former champion. This guy is out of this world good. And it's weird to me because he just makes it look so effortless. How in the world can I look at a guy who can't jump 2 inches off the ground, completely school the most athletic dudes on the planet? Just make a fool out of him. I mean, bro, Joel Embiid has not played in Denver since 2019. This guy, Nikola Jokic, is making the NBA his personal punching bag. He walks in with a straight face, goes in, does not jump 2 feet off the ground. He jogs down the court, and all of a sudden, this guy has 30, 12, and 15 as a center. He's first in win shares, box plus minus. He's top 5 in defensive and offensive box plus minus. And he's first in value over replacement player. He's also one of the best rebounders in the NBA, being second in defensive rebounds per game and top 10 in offensive rebounding. He is straight up insane. He could easily have his 3rd MVP this season, and he could easily have his 2nd title at the end of the season. 2 things which I think are going to happen as of right now. But of course, I hope you guys enjoyed. That is the end of the video. Thank you for watching. Make sure, I wish you nothing but the best. Stay love, stay blessed. I'm going to end this video. Like, subscribe. Thank you for watching.